I'm not an art guy, so I don't look, it's a painting. You know? Like the Mona Lisa don't do that for me, man. First of all, it's a dude, so it's a dude. I mean, what are we talking about? Am I wrong?
No, you talking about the Mona Lisa?
Is the Mona Lisa and it a dude?
No.
The Mona Lisa is a dude. John, am I tripping? I'm tripping. Yes. No, man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, and welcome back to another episode of Off the Bench. Of course, I'm DeMarcus.
And I'm Ty.
And my boy Ty has returned. I know everybody has been texting me, messaging me, trying to understand where Ty has been at. Listen,
you got to take some time for yourself.
I know. So that's what I try to tell him. You know, at every interview, every episode, I'm like, look, my boy Ty taking care of personal things. Yeah. He getting himself right. But as always, man, I'm thankful every time you come on, because I know everybody loves to have you on here. And they miss your, sometimes when you talking crazy, they miss that.
Hey, I'm talking the truth. And by the way, if I'm not here, I'm still supporting you. Still see it on my my page. Still sharing, liking,
absolutely,
as y'all should do, and also still watching sports.
Yes,
it don't stop.
It don't stop. So, hey man, so being that you're back on the pod, we gotta. Today's a busy day.
Yeah, it's a lot of sports.
You've missed we haven't talked about a lot. So I'm gonna try not to we're not gonna turn this into no 3-hour podcast. I promise y'all that. We're gonna keep it at our normal length of time because we know how busy your days are.
Yes.
But before we get started, I want to let everybody know today's episode is sponsored by.
Oh, sponsored.
Yeah, we got some fans now. Yeah. We got some people that supporting us behind the scenes.
Okay.
So our first sponsor, of course, is Play Sports Pools. Make sure y'all go on there. I'll have listed down below my reference code, so that way you can get in there and get yourself started playing, because we got a sponsor for that. And then of course we want to say shout out to our other sponsor, which is Transformation Church, which is a big supporter of the podcast too as well. They're the reason why a lot of this happens.
Yes.
So we want to say thank you to them as well for always supporting the podcast.
Yes.
But with that being said, subscribe, share, follow us on our Facebook, comment down below. As always, let us know what you think about today's episode. So let's get right into it, man. We got a lot on the plate today. Let me pull up my notes here. First things first, Ty, I want to know, because I know we've talked about college football in the beginning of the season.
Yeah. But
I want to hear your take on what have you thought? I know we've talked about the conferences breaking up. We talked about the Deion experiment.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that a little bit, what's been going on with them.
Yeah.
But talk to everybody about what have you thought about college football up to week 7?
I like the state of it right now.
Okay.
Michigan blowing out teams.
Yeah,
Ohio State is struggling.
Yep.
Notre Dame just upset USC.
Yep. Made Caleb Williams look bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
He made it. Yeah. He looked normal. Against them.
Yeah,
he looked real normal against them.
Yeah, and Lincoln Riley still don't have a defense.
Of course not.
So
yeah.
And then Washington.
Yes.
I'm loving Washington.
Yes.
They might have the Heisman winner.
And I was actually impressed with what Oregon did. I like how Bo Nix is playing. Their run game is good. I'm still not 100% believer in them, just because, like I said, they haven't went up against another. Because even though Washington is good, they're still not the upper echelon of college football, like a Georgia,
they're not.
like an Alabama.
I mean, it's Georgia though, because Georgia's struggling on the road.
Georgia don't look like they
on the road, but then they beat Kentucky out, who's ranked in the top 15 or whatever they was last week, or when it was ranked, and go on the road to Auburn or go on the road to Vandy, which they supposed to easily blank.
Yeah.
But
Vandy stuck with them, and then Alabama, they scraped by Arkansas.
Yeah, they
were dominating Arkansas.
21-3 when I left the house. No, 21-6 when I left the house.
Exactly.
And I come back and it's final score 24-21. I'm like, what is going on?
That's what I'm
saying. And you at home, Alabama? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. So, and then, spinning over to Colorado. 29-0 at half.
I was shocked at that.
I literally went to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's no way this game gonna turn into something crazy. Just like how Penn State beat what did they beat 63-0. I thought it was gonna be something
UMass.
I thought it was gonna be something like that. But then I wake up and see they lost in double overtime by 3 points. I was
wide
like,
receiver going for 200 and some
oh
yards,
my God. And
15
running the same route every single time. A go route.
Yeah,
No, he was really running a 2-yard slant every single time. Look, DC's out there. When you watch a wide receiver run the same route, we got to switch it up.
Cover two.
Put somebody right there so that pass is taken away. Put it right there so it's taken away. Because the kid get beat by the same play, same route every single time. And I'm talking about by.
What about the catch?
The catch.
The one he caught on Travis Hunter?
Oh, yeah, over the back of his head. Yeah, man, that was
That's my homeboy Travis Hunter, 3rd round pick now.
Yeah. He made. Listen,
I don't know.
I love Travis. Like I said, I gave Travis Hunter a pass on that game because he fresh off an injury.
Yeah.
He did catch 13 passes out of 15 targets for 150 yards himself and 2 TDs, and he took a massive hit on that second tutty. So I kind of gave him a pass, but yeah, that touchdown made him look. It kind of sunned him a little bit.
I think throwing him in for so many plays so fast,
was too much.
Yeah. He should have just played one side of the ball.
They should have said, "Hey, we're gonna just use you for offense," and then. But I mean, honestly, bro, if they didn't have him in for defense, that game probably would have went a whole nother way because he at least was maintaining a lot of what they were doing in the beginning. But I think he just got tired because he played over 100 snaps again.
Yeah.
And that's just not sustainable for them to try to really win games with that against tough competition.
Yeah, I think it showed that him on offense they needed him.
Yeah,
like the routes he was running and the concepts of the defense scheming for him and leaving other wide receivers open and stuff like
that. For the deep
like,
ball and for other check down passes and stuff like that.
Because he's running pretty much everything underneath.
Yeah. He's doing all the slants, posts, he's doing all that. Yeah. So he definitely is somebody you have to game plan for when he on that field offensively.
Yes.
And then I think defensively, if you're going to have him on the field, then you got to preserve him. Let's run some zone a little bit.
Yeah.
Because my man on the other side, he was getting killed. Every wide receiver they brought over there was tearing him up.
I mean, I'm still not mad at the season.
They won
one game.
Yeah.
They're 3 games in, 3-game wins this year, so you're already on an improvement.
Yeah.
Get to a bowl game, that's a win for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still rooting for him. It's still nice to see.
Oh no, I say even though they're struggling, I'm happy for what they're doing, what Deion's doing with the school.
Yeah.
I think next year we'll really get to see a real Deion laid out roster, real Deion school, team that he wants, that he put together from recruits that he gonna bring in, from transfers that gonna come in next year, and they'll be a better. But I still think they win over 6 games this year, and then of course play in a bowl or at least win 6. I can see them winning 2 more games.
Schedule gets pretty hard.
Oh no, they got a tough schedule. They still got UCLA.
Yeah,
they still got Arizona.
I think they could beat Arizona.
That's what I'm saying. I think they can get Arizona. I think they can get UCLA. Honestly, I think they can.
That's iffy for me. I know they got Washington.
Yeah, now Washington. I think that's gonna be an Oregon type game against Washington.
They got Oregon State.
They got Oregon. Yeah, Oregon State. And Oregon State ain't no slouch.
Yeah, so
they playing good.
That's what
I'm saying. It's
gonna be a little rough.
It's gonna be rough, but I still think they can scrape 2 more wins and get bowl eligible and be in a bowl game. Because like I said, they've already accomplished so much. Because to win in the last 2 years, I want to say they've won 3 games in the last 2 years. So to win 4 games already in year 1, you've done something.
Yeah, and I feel like this is not no easy schedule they had.
No,
they didn't have no cupcake team on their schedule. They
especially this year with the way the Pac-12's been.
They really went out and had all these teams that's actually playing and winning.
Yeah, and I think Deion wanted it that way. He wanted to test his team. First year here, let's get a real test of what we are as a program, so we know where we need to go moving forward.
Yes.
So I think, like you said, they haven't had a easy. I would say probably the easiest game, but even it was hard. Was Colorado State? That's probably the easiest game.
I think so too.
But it's a rivalry game too. So and you know how rivalry games are.
Yeah.
Because I just watched them the other night, get a Hail Mary win.
Yeah.
So. Which was crazy for Houston too when they did that. But yeah, man, college football, I'm with you. I'm loving what I'm seeing. It's crazy to see that the Pac-12 it's the best conference in football right now, and they're done after this year?
You think so?
I think so. You think they stay together?
No. I mean, you think they're the best conference?
Yeah, they're the best conference right now.
What about the Big 12? I mean, other than Texas and Oklahoma, that's really who
That's
you
what
got.
I'm saying. Who else you got?
Big 12, you mean you got of course, your 3 that's going to be at the top: Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go with that.
Because they got, I mean, at this point in the season, they've had the most, ranked teams in the in their conference, more than any other conference. Mm-hmm. And like I said, because you look at the ACC, I mean, you got North Carolina, and you got
they're pretty good.
Yeah, you got
Duke.
You got North Carolina, Duke, and Florida State. But even Duke, they're good, but are they up the upper echelon like everybody else? We ain't got to talk about Miami. We ain't got to talk.
You already knew.
We ain't got to talk about. I saw your face, man. I saw your face. We ain't got to talk about Miami. We're trash. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Just take the knee.
That. Listen,
I forgot about that.
I need everybody out here that's watching to listen to me very carefully.
Just take the knee.
That was the worst moment of my life as a Miami Hurricane fan. I've never been so mad in my life when we should have never lost that game.
Yeah.
We had no business. And I knew going into the game against North Carolina, we was going to lose that game. I knew it because that type of loss is hard to recover from, man. Mm-hmm. I won't be shocked if we don't win the next 2 or 3 games we play.
Oh, wow.
Because you just don't do that, man. Yeah. You're up. The ball's in your hands. Mm-hmm. The clock's in your favor. Mm-hmm. There's no way the opposing team can stop the game.
Yeah.
Why are you running the ball? Just like last night, Notre Dame being USC. Why are y'all still running the ball? Mm-hmm. They waited to I think it was under a minute, and I think it was like a minute and 5 seconds before they started kneeling the ball. Mm-hmm. No, the game is over with. Mm-hmm. They cannot come back. Mm-hmm. They can't stop us. Let's just kneel the ball. Let the clock run out.
Yeah.
Even if we do 2 kneels and the clock still is 1 second left, they got to throw from the 40-yard line to the end zone. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, that was the worst. I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, Ty, it's been rough this year for me as a sports fan. It's been rough.
Your Spurs looking good in the preseason.
Oh, it's preseason. I'm not. Wemby, you look good. Keep doing what you're doing, Wemby. But I'm not convinced. Yeah. I'm saying, but as a sports fan, it's tough. My Yankees.
Oh yeah.
I'm done with the Bears. I'm done with them. Mm. Miami. Mm-hmm. It's rough, man. And we're losing to just dumb coaching decisions.
Yeah.
The Bears, they're destroying Justin Fields. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later too. Mm-hmm. I really believe they're destroying Justin Fields as a quarterback.
Yeah.
He's much better than what we're seeing on this field, and they're destroying him.
Yeah,
they're messing him up. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, man, college football, I've been very happy.
Yeah,
with what I've seen so far. I really can't say who's the best team in the country right now, and I like that. So that way you see parity in college football. Y'all comment down below. Let us know if you think of think differently of what we're saying about who you think the best team is, or who you think has a chance to win it all this year. I really don't know.
Okay, so who's your 4 then?
My 4 right now, got to put Georgia in there because, like I said, even though they're struggling and not really just wiping people off the field, they're undefeated and they're the champion, defending champion. Okay. So I will go Georgia, I will go Florida State, I would go Michigan, and then probably my 4th team, I would say probably Washington. It's my top 4.
Okay.
Ohio State, I
think they're gonna lose in Michigan.
You know what I'm saying? With Ohio State, they beat Notre Dame, at the that goal line touchdown to win the game, but I still haven't seen. Now, don't get me wrong, what's his name, Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. monster.
Yeah,
he's a monster. He's the best
top 5 pick,
probably top 2, top 3 wide receiver in the country right now. But outside of Marvin Harrison Jr., I don't know anything else going on in Ohio State.
They got that other wide receiver number 2, but
but Marvin Harrison Jr. is the guy, and it don't surprise me because his daddy was that guy.
Yeah.
So all his years with Peyton, but I haven't seen, like I say, I guess if they can get through Michigan, I might maybe bump them up.
I don't think they can.
But I don't think they can get through Michigan. Yeah. Michigan run game and just what Michigan's doing, They're too strong. And then Florida State, like I say, I think Florida State offensively and then defensively, they play both sides of the ball very well. But like I said, other than that, man, I don't see anybody else. I mean, USC, they were up there, but then like I said, they've struggled. Even the games they have won, they've struggled. Or teams have come back and they've had to win because Caleb got to do some heroic type play at the end of the game in the overtime to actually win the game. So, but what about you?
No order.
Okay.
I'm going Michigan. Georgia.
Okay.
I'm going Florida State. I feel like Florida State's gonna lose.
Okay. But when you said when they
struggle on the road too much for me.
So I would say I can see North Carolina in a neutral site having a chance to beat or Duke, yeah.
But they play Duke at Florida State.
Yeah, they play. So that's what I'm saying.
I think they're gonna win that.
That's
game.
what I'm saying. But at a neutral site, I like, or even if Florida State played them in North Carolina, I like North Carolina in that game.
I mean, I think they might can struggle against y'all if they play them in Miami.
Nah,
y'all play them in Miami.
No, it don't matter. It don't even matter, man. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Like that, I'm telling you, man. That game. We were supposed to. Let's move on, man.
I didn't even give you my fourth one.
Give me your fourth one,
man.
Okay.
And what they did to Texas, I like Oklahoma.
You like Oklahoma?
I like Oklahoma.
Texas is that they're on the outside looking in for me. And then Oklahoma's right there too. Like, so that'd be like my top 6. I'll put Texas and Oklahoma in there. Alabama, they're falling somewhere around, I would say.
I think Alabama's going to lose to Georgia in the SEC championship.
Yeah.
If they can make it.
If they can make it.
Yeah.
I mean, because LSU.
They still got to go to LSU.
They got to play LSU. They got to do LSU. And Daniels is a problem.
Yeah.
And people sleep on him too because to me, he's up there in Heisman candidate, as a Heisman candidate too. I like what he's doing.
Yeah.
But like I said, Alabama still got to deal with LSU. And they still got to play Auburn. Even though Auburn ain't that this year, the Iron Bowl game is still a problem game for Alabama.
It's a trap game.
It's a trap game, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you got to go to them. So I like that. But yeah, I don't disagree with your 4.
Yeah.
But outside of those 4 picks, I can't say which team I can really see winning it all.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be, like I said, a lot of momentum going in some of these teams' favor in order to win the championship, because that's what's going to be interesting. And then especially next year. When we jump up,
I was just about to say that I'm ready for the 12.
I'm ready for 12 because now that's gonna make things even more interesting.
Yes,
because you're seeing the parity now. Just imagine what the parity is gonna be next year when now you got 12 teams have an opportunity to be in that. So I'm ready to see what next year looks like. But yeah, definitely this year I'm happy with football.
Yeah.
All right, man. So now we're gonna let's transition to basketball, bro. I know we ain't talked about basketball.
Can we start with the WNBA? We in
that's what I said. Let's talk basketball.
WNBA.
So,
I like this.
First thing first, when it comes to WNBA, let's congratulate the WNBA because now it has been announced that they're gonna have a team coming to the Bay. So they're gonna be adding a team to the WNBA. So round of applause for that. Congratulations to all those ladies and coaches and staff. And I can't wait to see what arena they're gonna be playing in. So I'm excited to see that addition to the WNBA. But yeah, let's talk about the NBA finals, WNBA finals right now. I think it's over. I think the Aces gonna win it all. I mean,
I got the Aces too. I think New York can get one game.
You think they can get one game?
I think they can get one.
Unless Sabrina comes in there, man, and
it ain't even about Sabrina. I think Breanna Stewart is gonna have to show why she's MVP over.
That's true.
A'ja Wilson.
Because right now
Wilson's taking this personal.
Look, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm glad you brought this up because I was like, man, A'ja Wilson is doing what Jokic did for Denver when Embiid won the MVP.
Yeah.
It's like, so y'all think he the MVP?
Yeah.
Watch. So, y'all think Breanna Stewart the MVP? Watch.
Yeah.
Because she has been going bananas since that announcement was made.
Yeah. She's pretty much my favorite player right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
And that team is just
they're stacked.
You got 4-5 players on that team that just at any moment can give you 20 plus.
And I tell people, y'all forget Candace Parker was on that team.
She still is on that team.
She's still on that team. She just injured. She's hurt. Yeah. But I'm just imagine if Candace Parker was out there. Like, I don't think they would have lost. I think they would have lost like 4 or 5 games for the year.
6.
They lost 6.
Yeah.
I don't think they lose 6 if Candace Parker's playing. So I'm gonna say y'all gotta forget, y'all forgetting about that, and there's a chance she might come back and play next year with them.
I hope not. Not like that.
No, I feel you.
But
I
just hope she. I hope she goes on top.
Yeah. Win another ring and then retire. Yeah, I agree with you. That's a good way to go out.
Thinking about that.
I think she brought a hometown ring.
Yeah.
And then you go over here and win you one more, and then you already won with the Lakers. Yeah. So it's like with the
that TNT chair is waiting for her.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. That's
what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So she's done enough in the league. I think she's submitted Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, she has definitely, she's that Lisa Leslie, esque when it comes to impact in the league.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's no more to prove. There's no more winning she needs to do. But I'm definitely loving what I'm seeing in the WNBA right now, and I'm glad to see that they're finally getting the notoriety, the attention, they're actually setting them aside like, hey, this is the biggest game on TV today. At this time, it's the WNBA.
Yeah.
So I like how they're actually putting them in their own little primetime spots.
Yeah. I like what they're expanding. I just wish the NBA would go ahead and expand.
Yeah.
I mean, what they had 30 teams?
Yeah.
Go ahead and go to 32.
32, yeah.
Vegas needs a team.
Yep.
Seattle.
Yep.
Nashville.
Yeah.
I think those are teams.
There's some good markets out there that if the NBA and WNBA decide to expand into those markets, there's a fan base for that, especially in Seattle.
I wish the WNBA would bring back the Houston Comets.
Yeah,
go ahead and bring them back.
Bring them back. Yeah. That might be in talks. But definitely bring them back. Like I said, I think the NBA needs to get back into Seattle because that fan base is missing that. So I don't know if you call them the Supersonics again, but definitely having a team there is definitely necessary. Yeah, for sure, 100%. All right, so let's transition to the NBA.
Oh, real quick, I don't know if you listen to Paul George podcast. Shout out to Paul George.
Shout out to Paul George.
When he had the owner of the Clippers on there, he actually talked about taking the team back to Seattle. I think he wanted to take Sacramento. He was in the talks to buy Sacramento Kings and taking them up to Seattle, but they told him no. NBA told him no at the time. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I like I say, man, that's one of those cities that, like I said, the NBA was raised on.
Yeah.
It was, that was one of the original cities of the NBA. So like not having a team there, it to me is a disservice for that, for the league.
Yeah.
You need teams like that. Like I said, don't get me wrong, you need teams in Oklahoma City. That's a small market, but you need teams like that too for that fan base. But in Washington, you gotta have a team in Washington, man. You gotta have a team in Washington. Yep. So I don't know if you saw, but ESPN came out with a preseason list.
Oh yeah.
Of the 150 players list. Did you see that list?
I seen the disrespect they did to Russell Westbrook. They had him at 94. That was disrespectful. Chris Paul was like 80, 70 or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's the only two I actually.
So it came out. Kyrie Irving, he had some choice words.
He said he don't care about that.
Yeah, he don't care about that.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I looked at the list, and if y'all haven't seen it, please, go on ESPN and check out. It's 150 players, top 150 players in the NBA right now going into the season. So it's all like preseason, listings. But I agree with a lot of NBA players and former players that I've been hearing coming out about it. I think that list is crap, man.
Yeah,
I think it's crap.
Yeah, number one, Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic number one. No, I'm sorry. Giannis was number one, and then Jokic number two.
How you give it 2 times?
Listen. I by no means want to bash anybody.
I mean, I get it.
On our podcast, we try to uplift, be inspirational, motivational, and respect everybody's opinion. But this list here, I would love to know who came up with this list because none of it makes sense.
Yeah.
Please, like I say, off the court, you can say what you want to say about Kyrie. That's your opinion. But you're not going to. There's no way you can convince me that there's 33 other people in the NBA better than him.
Yeah.
There's no way you can convince me of that.
Yeah. I mean, Kyrie has never been liked by the media, one.
But it's not 33 other people better than him.
It's not.
It's just not.
Yeah. Like, in my opinion, I don't think one person is better than Jokic.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Jokic is the best player in the NBA. Right now.
You can't tell me he's not.
Yeah.
Because then my thing is, what are we gauging when you're talking about? Because like I said, all these are
Can we find the list real quick?
Yeah, okay. We look it up. Yeah,
I just want to know who's on this list. Like you said, that's better than Kyrie.
Yeah.
Because if they got somebody like wasn't, I can't even say it, Siakam.
Yeah. I'm not taking it serious.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how they're coming up with the list.
Yeah.
I don't get it. So I
seen it was. I know the top 10 was no particular order. I know Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Tatum, Booker, LeBron, AD, Joel. I can't remember the other two. I know I seen those. But yeah, I mean the top 10 wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Just AD is like, okay. To me, he's the third best big man we have in this league.
So right now we're gonna go. Let's start with 50.
Okay.
We'll start at 50 and work our way back to, because right now this is 50 through 11. That's what I was able to pull up.
Okay.
Because they got it broken up in different sections for whatever reason. You just can't pull up all 150.
Okay.
It is a lot of players to go through too. All right. So starting at 50, you got Jared Allen.
He won All-Star.
49 is DeAndre Ayton.
No.
There we go. 48 is LaMelo Ball.
He got an All-Star.
They got Victor Wembanyama, 47.
He
ain't even played a game yet.
Jeez.
Ain't played a game yet. Keep going. We got, let's see, Chris Middleton, 46. Julius Randle, 45. CJ McCollum, 44. James Harden, 43. I didn't really argue with that because, like I say, he hasn't been hurt. Ain't really been James Harden. So 43, that's not a terrible spot for him. But like I say,
I'll put him in top 30.
Now I was top 30.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Tyrese Maxey, 42. Klay Thompson, 41. Evan Mobley, 40. Yeah.
Over Klay.
Yeah. Okay. DeMar DeRozan, 39.
Disrespectful.
Zach LaVine, 38. Okay. Bradley Beal, 37.
Disrespectful.
Darius Garland, 36.
I like his game.
But he's not better than Bradley Beal. He's not. He's not better than Bradley Beal. He's not.
According to your
he's not.
mythology, Luka's not better than Bradley Beal. That's on another topic.
You said what now?
Go ahead.
What you say about Luka?
You said Luka's not better than Bradley Beal one time. But
I know they got Luka ranked over Steph Curry, and that's out of line. That's out of line. Luka's not better than Steph Curry. That's out of line. Definitely.
Steph was in the top.
Yeah, that's out of line. You got Ja Morant, 35.
Ja Morant?
Yeah, 35.
Okay.
Kyrie, 34. Mikal Bridges, 33. Mikal Bridges is not better than Kyrie or Ja Morant.
I like his game, though.
I like his game. I like his game, but he's not better than them.
He's not. Okay, keep going, because I know it's a player we can swap.
Jalen Brunson, 32. You tell me Jalen Brunson's better than Kyrie?
No.
And Darius Garland? Nah.
I mean,
Jalen Brunson is, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to understand what are we gauging these picks on?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like we're actually looking at the entire landscape of the player.
Yeah.
They got Jared Jackson Jr., number 31.
He's coming off a defensive player of the year.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay. You got Paolo Banchero.
Okay, that's
30.
That's outlandish.
He's number 30.
Outlandish.
He's number 30.
Yeah.
Trae Young, 29.
I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, Laurie Malarkin, 28.
That's disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got Brandon Ingram, 27.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Drew Holiday, 26.
I'll take that.
Pascal Siakam,
no.
25.
No.
25.
No.
25.
I'm not taking that
He's
one.
10 spots. I'm sorry, he's 11 spots ahead of Kyrie.
And Bradley Beal.
You got Kawhi Leonard, 24.
Okay.
De'Aaron Fox.
I'm saying because I wanted his Paul George better than him.
Okay. Then you got
everybody is really.
You got De'Aaron Fox, 23.
Okay, I can accept that.
You got.
I knew they was back to back.
It's just what I'm saying. If you notice, a lot of the players are like on the same team. They're like back to back or one. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, what are they basing off of? And then you got Tyrese Haliburton.
I like his game. When I seen him live, he's
Tyrese. He's cooking. He's cooking.
Yeah,
he's cooking. Karl Anthony Towns is 20.
Nah, he's top.
Cat's 20.
He's He should be 35.
Jaylen Brown, 19.
19?
You got Paul George, 18.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Jamal Murray, 17. My dad told me a stat the other night about him that I didn't even know. They said that he told me that he is in the fourth quarter of all guards in the league. He's the best scoring guard in the fourth quarter.
I believe that.
Best scoring guard in the fourth quarter amongst all guards. I don't care who you name.
I think in the playoffs when he just go crazy.
That's what he said. Yeah. So if you look back since the bubble too, before he got hurt, how he was killing. But he's the best scoring guard in the NBA in the fourth quarter.
I don't see that.
Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal. It don't matter. Whatever guard you put in front of him, he's outscoring. Jimmy Butler, he's outscoring all of them.
I would have thought Steph would be up there.
Steph, yeah.
Okay.
You got Bam at 16.
Bam.
You got Bam at 16.
That's wild.
Yep. Got Bam at 16. I had somebody tell me they need to trade Bam. I'm like, you're out of line. You're out of control.
He disappears.
Stop it.
He doesn't disappear.
Stop it.
He disappears.
Stop it. Donovan Mitchell.
Did he not disappear?
Donovan Mitchell is 15. Y'all let me know what you think about Bam in the comments. Donovan Mitchell is 15. They got Dame at 14. You like that?
Probably a little bit closer to 10.
Stop it. Yeah. He come on, man.
What?
Come on, Dame. He's better than 14.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I put him right outside 10 or 11, like 12. No lower than 12. I mean, no higher than 12.
Why?
I think that's where he's supposed to be at.
So what you think about the trade?
I'm not mad at the trade. It's a good trade. It makes them better. But I was looking at their roster. They don't really have a bench after that. I mean, they got like 2 or 3 players, but I mean, for the season wise, and if he can stay healthy, longevity, that's when
I think it was a good trade all the way around because everybody won. It's the first time in a long time I've ever seen a three-team trade, and then really a 4-team trade
because big names and everything.
Because then Jrue Holiday went to Boston. So really, I
didn't like that Boston trade.
You didn't like the Boston trade?
No.
Why not?
Robert Woods?
Yeah.
Robert Williams?
Yeah.
I think you need him more than you need Jrue Holiday.
Well, in their mind, this is what.
And then you got Robert Williams going over to Portland, and what is he going? He's not going to start.
No, he gonna come off the bench.
Nah,
he can come off the bench because they high on DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah,
they high on him. They love him.
Boston putting too much faith in Kristaps Porzingis.
That's what I was gonna say. They putting all their faith in Porzingis, and then aging Al Horford.
Yeah, I was surprised he was still on that roster.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I think Robert Williams. I don't like you saying Woods. Robert Williams.
Thinking about Christian Woods.
Yeah, I don't know who I was thinking about, but I think Robert Williams is that was the most shocking part, that you give up such a young player. You're in the same conference and same division as Joel Embiid, who's gonna cook Porzingis, cook Al Horford. Robert Williams is the only body that you possibly could throw at him. So
that could play a little bit of defense, and then on the other end. Crash the boards, set good screens, and be more of an enforcer for the team. Because now you don't have any enforcers now. Everybody, because Al Horford's finesse, and then Porzingis is finesse. And you got to hope that he's healthy enough come season time to even be there in the key moments of the season.
I mean, I think he has a high ceiling, especially to flourish in the NBA, but he just couldn't show it because it's a 2-man show in Boston.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's what I say. I like it for the leadership of what Jrue Holiday is going to bring, and of course defensively. So now Jaylen Brown and Tatum don't have to deal with him on the opposing team like they've had to deal with him the last couple of years playing with Milwaukee. Now I know a lot of people have come out and say Dame don't play defense, but at the same time, like, not too many scoring guards in the league are like just.
What person plays defense?
That's what I'm saying.
In the NBA anyway?
That's what I'm saying. Ain't too many scoring guards like Steph Curry. Steph Curry don't play amazing defense because. They don't really have to because they have other guys that can match up with those guys better, so they put them on them. Because every team don't have a Dame. So guess what? I can go play against the off guard. Then I ain't really got to worry about really attacking me like that.
Gotcha.
So, and then in switches, I don't really get in pick and rolls like that to be switching on to somebody like a LeBron or AD or somebody that's going to really dominate me because of their size. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So, getting back to the list, number 13 is Ant-Man.
I like his game.
I like Ant-Man. He really impressed me in these World Games. This summer. He turned another. He went to another level this summer games. Jimmy Butler, number 12. Okay. Your face.
I'm trying to figure out what Zion is.
No, Zion's in the 60s.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, he's way up there.
Okay.
You got D Book
is in top 10.
Is 11.
Okay.
And then let me see if I can pull up the other cause top 10. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the top 10. But yeah, when I was looking at this list, man, I'm just like, I just don't understand it. I don't get who. I want to know who's the one that came out with this list, and then who.
It's probably a collective of people, and I don't know how.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Just sitting there and be like, yeah, put Kyrie Irving at 30 something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. All right, let's see who they got. All right, so who's at 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to 10. We're gonna go into the top 10, and we'll kind of backtrack a little bit. All right, so we had Devin at 11. You got Anthony Davis at 10.
Okay, that's why I would probably switch him and Dame. But Dame hasn't really played. He didn't play last year, really.
Yeah. He was actually healthy, and then he got hurt, but then he came back, and then they kind of set him down because, like I say, he won. They didn't have a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
In their opinion, number 9 is LeBron. I feel like that's a good spot for him. Because at 21 years in the league, still doing what he's doing. I think he's still top 10 player in the league right now.
Yeah, even though he tried to come out and say it's Anthony Davis' team now, it's not.
It's not. It's still his team until
he still has to score 20 plus points a game
for them to be effective and have a chance to win. For them to make it back to where they were last year. All right, so you got Gilgeous-Alexander at number 9.
I like that.
I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant at number 7. Jason Tatum number 6. Steph Curry 5. Luka 4. Embiid, Jokic, and Giannis. It's the top 3.
I would put Luka a little bit.
And I feel like that top 3 was because those are the last 3 MVPs. So like they're in there.
Yeah.
But like I say, I think Steph Curry should have been over Luka, in my opinion.
Yeah. Might put,
because I ain't gonna lie, I would have probably had Luka at like 7 or 8.
That's what I was gonna say, but it's just hard to say. Because
I say Tatum, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry to me are better players than Luka.
So I mean, it's hard to say this.
Yeah.
If you swap Tatum and Luka, which team will be better?
If you swap Tatum and Luka?
Yeah. If you put Luka on Boston, how far do Boston go?
I think now is Jaylen Brown still in Boston?
Same team.
Same team. So all you're doing is you putting Tatum with Kyrie,
yes,
and putting Luka with Jaylen.
Yeah.
With the current assemble they have now, I like Tatum in Dallas more than I like Luka in Boston. With the current assemble that they have now.
Okay. I think it's hard to say because I think Tatum has the better team.
Of course, right now, yeah. When you talk about on paper, they got a better team.
He should go further than Luka every year.
Yeah. But I also think it's play styles too. I think the way Tatum plays, he don't necessarily have to have the ball in his hand as much as Luka does. Because when Luka don't have the ball, Luka just stands. He don't move. Yeah. He don't set off ball screens to get anybody else open. He's not active unless the ball's in his hand. Tatum he's still moving without the ball.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so hard for me watching him and watching Luka and Kyrie is because they're the same player in the sense of they got to have the ball.
Is it their fault or is it coaching / skill? Like not skill.
No, system for sure. System wise, when Luka came to Dallas, they never built a system where he didn't have the ball in his hand because he was the primary everything for them. And then they say, okay, we're gonna make him the primary ball handler, primary decision maker, and just put a bunch of people that can shoot and defend.
Yeah.
That's what they built the system around him. But like I say, now having Kyrie, I think they need to revamp that system and say, okay, so he has another elite scorer, so we need to get more movement with him. And not saying like, okay, you running off, coming off of down screens and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But now you're not just standing on the wing. You actually can go to the block and post up a little bit.
Yeah.
And use your size to get yourself easier looks. And then you can come off some screens, some down screen for some corner shots or whatever, because you got Kyrie in the game.
Yeah. So, and I was talking to one of my homeboys. I like the addition of Seth Curry coming back.
Yeah, I like Seth Curry coming back.
I think Seth and Luka should be on the court together.
Yeah.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. and Kyrie should be on the court together.
Yeah.
When Kyrie and when they split and do their separate times, because you're gonna have to, because Kyrie needs the ball in his hand just like Luka needs the ball.
And then they're picking up what's his name, Williams.
I still don't like that. I don't care for that.
I like that pick because that's defense, that's toughness.
He
can make. unlike a lot of them guys that was there that was supposed to make shots, he gonna make more shots than them.
Yeah.
From that, from that corner spot, he gonna make a lot more. Grant Williams is his name. I'm sorry, Grant Williams is gonna make a lot more shots, and then on the defensive end, he gonna be able to guard 3 through 5 with no problem.
Yeah,
and then like I said, that toughness that they nigga. That to me, that's what they're lacking. They're lacking toughness and they're lacking guys that's gonna consistently make shots.
Yeah.
For the elite guards that they have on that team. Yeah. So I think they're a better team this year. I still don't think y'all are, top 5 in the West.
Oh no, we're probably not gonna be a playoff team.
You think y'all don't make the playoffs this year?
Might make the play in, but I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs. Just because how good the West has got.
I don't know, man. Okay, so
I heard Rich Paul say this, and he said in the West this year, it's probably gonna be the hardest year we ever seen the West, because there's no team that in the West that you can go to and be like, yeah, this will win on our schedule. Give me one team in the West that you can think of and be like, all right, this is easy dub.
I would say Portland should be easy dub for y'all.
I still don't think Portland's going to be an easy dub.
I think because they so young. I think that y'all have enough veteran playing ability on the court with y'all that y'all should be able to beat Portland. Y'all should be able to beat, like I said, San Antonio Spurs, my team, but y'all should be able to beat the Spurs. I don't think
Spurs is going to be a cupcake easy. Go in there and think it's going to be an easy win.
Y'all should be you know when I think about it, you might be right because Utah tough, even though they not like upper, they still a tough matchup for y'all.
I'm talking about not just Dallas. I'm talking about in general.
Oh, in general. Oh no, it's gonna be a gauntlet to get through the West. Because honestly, if everybody comes into the season, they're healthy, from Phoenix to Clippers to Minnesota. I mean, because it's gonna be hard to win in the West.
That's why I said I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs this year.
I don't know, man. I think y'all still got a chance because I still like because a lot of those teams, like I say, injury bug hit them, they gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Because like I say,
barring injury.
Yeah, barring injury. If everybody healthy, I think y'all top because what playing is what top 12, right?
No, it's 10.
7, because 7 plays 8, 9 plays 10. So I think y'all top 10 in the West, man.
I don't think so.
I think y'all top 10.
I don't think so.
Because y'all better. I think y'all better than Houston.
Houston is scary too.
But I still think y'all better than them. I mean, like I said, all the young upcoming teams, the OKC, the Houstons, the Spurs.
We're not better than OKC.
Portland's. Oh no, okay, y'all not.
We're not better than OKC.
No.
I don't know about
what OKC doing is. Yeah.
I don't know about.
They're one veteran player away from being a top contender, in my opinion.
Who is that veteran piece that they need there?
Because I mean, I think they need somebody that they don't need like a center or anything like that. Because what they play with is good, but I think they need like another veteran guard. Because like I say, Shea is great for them, but I think if you can.
So if Chris Paul would have stayed or went back there,
I don't think Chris Paul would have been there. I think Chris Paul wouldn't have helped him because
I think he's that guard.
That's when that style play. Yeah, something like that, like a Chris Paul. I think so. Yeah, I think that kind of helps them get over the hump.
Yeah.
But no, I like what I'm seeing from them. But like I say, outside of Houston, San Antonio, and Portland,
I like Houston. I like them.
They got some good young pieces. I'm not gonna lie, they got some good young pieces. But I still think y'all are a top 10, team. I don't
see it. Not this year.
Well, I know the East is gonna be to me it's just Milwaukee. It's Milwaukee and Boston.
No Philly.
No Philly. Absolutely not. With everything going on with James, I don't see how they can put it together. Because my thing is, how does he get on the floor with them and be in the right mind state to help them be a winning, team.
Yeah.
Because I honestly believe they're gonna play Maxey more than they're gonna play James. I mean, of course they're gonna start him because he's who he is.
Yeah.
But I think his minutes it goes down, especially as the season go in and he keeps talking like he's doing, which I don't understand with a lot of athletes. It's like you've already said. Me and my dad were talking about this last night. You've already said that you don't want to be there. Why keep talking about it? Why keep bringing it up? Why keep saying you don't want to be somewhere? Why keep saying you don't trust these people? Because at the end of the day, you still auditioning for somebody else. Especially you talking about you want to go here.
Yeah.
But as an owner, as a coach, as a GM, do I want to bring you in? Because hey, what if you have an attitude or disagreement with us? Are you going to bash us the same way you bash the Philly? It's just not a good look for him. I wish he, like I say, hey, Daryl Morey, I want to leave. Kept it in-house, I want to leave. Trade me. I don't care where you send me, just trade me. Because I don't want to be here no more. And then when somebody, hey, man, I ain't got nothing to talk about.
I don't think it's not nobody wants him, but where did he go?
Oh, there's not a big
because he of course
interest in James Harden.
Yeah, he's an all-star. He's a potential Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to trade something for him.
Yeah. And then what you got what teams are going to want or what they're going to want to get him to give him up. I just don't think teams are willing to do that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think there's a trade out there like a Dame Lillard trade for a James Harden.
No, because I'm not going to give you. If you want to go to the Clippers, I'm not giving you Kawhi, Paul George.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you none of my. I'm not giving you man. You're not getting my big. You're not getting nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
To value of like that.
That's what I'm saying. So
you might get a second round pick, and
unless they do like, okay, we'll trade you. We'll trade you Russell Westbrook for straight trade.
Russell up.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only player I could see the Clippers saying we'll give you a straight trade.
Yeah,
trade James for Russell.
I'm not giving Russell,
but I'm not giving Russell. I feel like
Russell is. Yes, in my opinion, Russell is that leader in that locker room.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, 100%. And that's what I'm saying. There is no team unless you send them to one of these teams that's young and that ain't going nowhere. There ain't no team out there. But even like you said, those young teams, they got good pieces. Mm-hmm. I don't want to give up on these pieces yet, and then they go somewhere else and become something they could have been here.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't like what I'm seeing in Philly. So I think it's the Bucks and it's Boston, Miami. I don't know. We'll see because Jimmy Butler.
You never know with that team.
Yeah, we'll see because Jimmy Butler, he on a different level. You see my man hair, man.
Yeah.
You see my hair coming through it.
It's like last year when he came in with these.
With them fake dreads.
Gosh,
yeah. I think Jimmy gets bored, man. Yeah. He's like, man, I've been going all summer. Let me get the people something to talk about. So he just like to get clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because even when he when Dame was announced to go to Milwaukee, he was talking about NBA. You need that tamper going on. You know what I'm saying? He dry snitching on the end,
So it came out that the GM didn't inform Giannis on the trade. What do you think about that? I like it. Because what if Giannis be like, nah, Drew is my boy.
Yeah. So I think, I'm kind of on the fence both ways with this. I think in certain situations you do need to inform your star player that, hey, we're looking to revamp the team to benefit you a little bit more. Mm-hmm. But in this situation, I don't disagree with him not saying because he didn't bring somebody in there that Giannis didn't want to play with anyway.
Yeah.
Because they had already talked about it. They love to play together. Mm-hmm. He picked them first in the NBA All-Star. So it's like there's a relationship with them players, with the two of them.
Yeah.
So in that situation, I don't disagree with the GM of doing that.
Yeah,
because it's like, hey man, you bringing somebody here that I'm not mad. Nah, yeah. Granted, Drew Holiday my boy, and I hate to lose him. I wish you could have kept him and got Dame, but you understand how the business works.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then they still kept Portis. Still got what's the big
Lopez?
Still got Lopez there. So
Pat Connaughton.
Yeah, and then you get and I think now. You get Chris Middleton an opportunity to become healthy for real. Because now, guess what, Chris? You can take your time, come back, or if he's ready for the season, we ain't got to wear you out till you get hurt again. We got somebody on the floor that's an elite scorer that can help, Giannis.
Yeah.
So I just think, it's a great situation for the Bucks moving forward, and then also too, you got to think the GM's like, man, look, I got to bring somebody here that's gonna keep Giannis in Milwaukee. Because there was I think there was some rumblings of talk about Giannis not re-signing with them.
Yeah, he flat out said if y'all don't fix this team, something has to happen.
So I think in that
go out and fix the team.
Yeah, you go out and, hey man, all right. Yeah. Look,
is this Dame last year? I think this might be Dame last year on this contract too.
No, I think he got one more year.
Okay.
I think he got one more year. Okay. But like I say, depending on how well they do, I don't see them letting him go anywhere.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I think with what they got going on there, that's what pushed them top two. And then, like I said, we'll have to see how the East, but definitely the West is a true gauntlet. But yeah, man, when I saw that list, I was like, man, I just can't believe
the disrespect.
The disrespect for so many players. Now, like I said, some players definitely in the right spot. Like say you take a Grant Williams, 97 on the list. That's a good spot for him.
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes, Jalen Williams from OKC, young player. but that's a good spot for him. Mike Conley, good spot for him in the 90s. You know, so some players they got right, but a lot of players, and I've seen a lot of comments from NBA, you know, current and, you know, previous NBA players, they're like, man, this is some horse crap. And they ain't use the word crap either. Yeah. Some horse crap on what this list is. Yeah. But nah, I think it's just one of those things, man, just trying to get everybody amped up, ready for the NBA because it's back upon us. I mean, you got baseball going on, you got football going on, college football. It's the best, like we talk about all the time, it's the best time of the year for everything going on. Yeah. So one last thing I want to talk to you about, man, before we get out of here. Load management in the NBA. So I don't know if you heard comments from Kawhi, which he don't talk much, but he had something to say about this.
I know I heard PG's comments. I didn't hear what Kawhi said.
Yeah, Kawhi basically said, y'all some fools to think that I ain't trying to play.
That's what PG basically said. He's like,
y'all think,
he's like, even though I want to go, it's it's trainers out there like, nah, fam, like, it's not the game for you.
Yeah. Well, also too, I look at it like I said, being an athlete, playing basketball, and being playing hurt, or playing through some minor stuff, you know, the PTs, they'll tell you like, look, man, you can probably play through it, but the lasting effects, it's not worth playing. Yeah. And then when you talk about being a multi-million-dollar asset, you don't want to risk your career, and then also the potential chance of you getting another opportunity for a contract. Yeah. So that's why I think that plays a part in it too. But you know, with the NBA coming out and kind of dropping this new rule about load management, I understand the NBA's point too. Yeah. It's like, hey man, it's costing us a lot of money. Yeah. You're not playing.
It's different because I think with Paul George and Kawhi, like, they call it load management, but I think they're really like something wrong.
Yeah, it has to be.
But like, with players like LeBron's getting older. Yeah. Well, somebody like AD will miss a game, or Kyrie Irving might miss a game or something like that. Like with legitimate just rest or something like that. Like that's a problem. Yeah. But when you actually out there, your body is telling you one thing, your mind is telling you another thing. Listen to your body before you listen to your mind.
Exactly. And as much as it's going to pain everybody to not see you, it at the end of the day, like I say, if you're hurt, I just say don't play if you're really truly hurt. But if it's sometimes it's some little minor stuff, then you got to kind of push through that because you want to also be there for your teammates, but you want to be there for the fans that's paying good money to come see you, especially if they don't see you all the time. Yeah. It's once or twice a year I'm gonna have a chance to see you, so you want to give the fans an opportunity to see you, play. Even if you're like, okay, I'll play a half of basketball, and then y'all, hey coach, y'all sit me down, so I can go start some rehabbing, in the back, getting ready for the next game or whatever it is. But like I said, when guys, they don't play and then they don't show up on the road trip and stuff like that, that's when it becomes like, okay, man, hold on, are they just that hurt, or they just like, all right, well, I'm just gonna take these as rest opportunities to get ready for the playoffs or whatever it is. Because not everybody can afford to go see you in the playoffs.
Yeah, no.
So,
or a lot of people can't afford to see you at home. I would rather play away than I would rather play at home.
Exactly, because them fans get to see you all the time. Yeah. But like I say, if I'm Steph Curry and I know I'm going to Houston one time this year, then I want to play.
It's like man, when you say that, every time Golden State comes to play New Orleans, none of the starters really play.
Yeah.
None of them.
That's why I stopped going. That's why I stopped going.
I listen.
I don't know what it is. It's some curse going on in New Orleans. But I remember one time I went. Zion didn't play. Klay Thompson didn't play. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, like everybody that I came to see. Brandon Ingram, none of them boys were playing. Yeah. They had I'm like, who is this guy? Who is that? I had to really get in the roster and be like, who is this guy? Yeah. And it's like games like that, man. It really messes up the experience of a professional basketball game when you go there and it's like, man, guys are just they getting rest games. Yeah. Which, like I say, I know they play a lot of games. They on the road, they moving around a lot. So I get that they need their rest, but it's like, man, just the fan in me. It's like, man, I want to see them play. Yeah. I want the best guys on the floor at every given moment. So we know that, hey, we getting the best. We seeing the best. We getting to see those electrifying moments that we wouldn't see if they weren't on the floor. Yeah. So that's why it's like, for me, it's like, man, I want to see them play. Yeah. But I also understand, hey, if you hurt, You gotta be hurt. But like I said, I'm shocked to see the players coming out saying something about it, like they have.
Yeah.
Cause them boys, they've been loving this, these rest games. Like, hey man, this road trip, you ain't gotta come. But now they ain't be like, nah, you gotta, especially when they talking about, tapping into their pockets now.
Yeah.
Cause if I think it's 65%. If you don't play 65% of your games.
Yeah.
Cause Ja Morant, like him not playing the amount of games he gonna be missing. He gonna cost him opportunity.
I think they're gonna find a way to give him, his money back. But
we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. I agree with you. I think, especially if he don't have any more mishaps, he don't have any more things that bring put a bad spotlight on him. I think eventually they'll make it up to him on the back end of it. Like they always do. Like, hey man, because you did this. You was a pillar in the community. You stayed out of trouble. You came and you ball and blah blah blah. Guess what? You'll get them back. Memphis will say, hey man, we'll run it back to you.
Yeah,
and incentives. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm like, I think eventually it will come back to him as long as he just, like I said, do what he's supposed to do, stay out of trouble, and he'll be good.
Yeah.
So before we get out of here, man, I know we talk about certain guys in the league that, like to put labels on themselves. So what do you think about Dylan Brooks' label that he's painted himself?
What's his label?
So he said he is the
All-American bad boy or something?
Yeah. So to that extent.
That's him. I don't know.
He getting kicked out of preseason games.
Yeah, that was wild. Like, come on, man. Like, why are you a dirty player like this? Like, that's not even playing defense. You're just a dirty player.
Yeah.
Like, you're not. I don't know. When I looked and seen that, I'm like, come on, man. Like,
it's like
that's not basketball. That's not defense. That's just you just being a dirty player.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
And you okay with this label or title? I mean, every team needs it, but not to that extreme. Every team needs that tough guy.
Not to the extreme where it's like costing your team.
Yeah.
In a big way, to where now, of course, if you're off the floor, if you're somebody that is a intricate part of what they're doing, and now you're off the floor because you, like Draymond Green, when he be getting into all his stuff, it's like, Draymond, you're costing the team more than you're helping the team being that way. I mean, be tough, be physical, be all those things, but when you start doing other things that's just not basketball plays, that's when it's like, come on, man, what are we doing? So, but I thought that you would get a kick out of seeing that, him thinking he's doing something by being that. So, but hey, man, once again, Ty, glad to have you back on, man. And everybody that watched today's episode, make sure you comment down below, let us know what you thought about today's episode. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow us. Follow us on all our other social medias that's always listed down below. And as always, man, everybody enjoy the rest of their day. What you got?
I just want to say something. I am Steve Perkins. Look at the hashtag. I encourage everyone that watched this video to take time and look at it. A black man out of Decatur, Alabama, where I'm from, and, personally knows as family, was unalived by a police officer in his own yard. So just take the time, look at the I am Steve Perkins, Justice for Steve Perkins, and just follow the movement. Yeah. So I am Steve Perkins.
Absolutely. Always we want to, like I say, with the podcast, we talk sports, but it's also life.
Yes.
Also culture that we intersect, all the time. And we don't want sports and stuff, to be pushed under the rug, because there's a lot of other things going on out there in the world, especially in Israel too. Prayers for everybody in Israel. We've had over 2,000 people lose their lives, because of this heinous act that's going on over there. So, we want to, show love to sports. We want to try to always have a good conversation when it comes to that, but we always don't want to forget, other things that's going on around us, people that's losing lives, people that's being infected by so many things that don't need to be that way. So make sure y'all, like I say, prayers for Israel and
Steve Perkins.
But as always, man, y'all continue to stay tuned, and we'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.